Founder Christopher Lamarck and host of the evening, Taronda Jones, are both here to share more. So good to see you.
Likewise. I love y'all.
Christopher, congratulations.
Thank you.
6 years.
Thank you.
I mean, this was just something that just came to you in a moment.
Yeah.
And here we are 6 years later. You have a physical location.
Absolutely.
You are celebrating. How many services have you provided
We
for
help
folks?
more than 1,900 people,
Yeah.
local, whether
Yeah.
that's individual and group therapy, right? But that doesn't even like touch the surface of what we're doing nationally as well.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
amazing.
Super excited about it.
Right. And Taronda, you are Chicago's very own. You are our local celebrity. You're a star. And also, you always are giving back to the community.
always.
Always. So
Yeah.
how did you guys decide you're going to connect and collaborate?
We met, what, about 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
We met
And-
about 2 years
yeah.
ago. Just casually met, and he said, you know, I want to, collab initiatives, and we want to see what
Yeah.
that's like. And mental health, obviously, has always been a thing for me. I've always been an advocate for people dealing with mental health, and I thought
Absolutely.
this was perfect. And when he asked me to host, I was like, duh, yeah.
So for folks at home that are not familiar, there's a coffee shop.
Absolutely.
You offer people the opportunity to pay whatever they can for the coffee.
Yeah, so the model changed, right? So obviously 6 years, everything evolved. And I think what people don't understand is that even though we're a nonprofit, we're still very much a startup, right? And so over the last 6 years, we had to figure it out. So now the coffee shop has evolved into a place where, yeah, people can still come in. If they don't have the money, we will always serve them, right? But it's still very much a fundraising model. And so we want people to say, okay, hey, you can spend $10 for a cup of coffee. That goes right to our Coffee, Hip Hop, and Mental Health University program, where people can now get classes. You can have a boundary class, an anger management class, right? Not just therapy. We're really educating people. So the coffee pays for the classes, and the person doesn't pay anything. And so that's why it's important to support the coffee shop.
I think you can both speak to this. There's still such a stigma around, asking for help and dealing
Absolutely.
with mental health issues. And in particular, depending on, whether you're a man or a woman or depending on your background. Can you guys talk about that and how it's still so prevalent?
Yeah.
I think it's a pride thing, a lot
Yeah.
of folks. I do see the shift happening where people are now being or voicing how mental health is slowly changing and people are making it a thing.
Absolutely.
But they're making it a trend. I said mental health, it should never be a trend. It should be a
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Getting help,
So
getting
true.
therapy, it should be a lifestyle and not a trend. But I see the shift slowly happening where people are now talking about it.
Yeah, and the shift is big because when we started back in 20, the conversation wasn't actually happening, right? And so, but the more we have conversation, men, women, and not just poor black people, anybody in the city of Chicago who's working high pressure jobs are coming to the cafe, they're having discussions about life, about marriage. Some people don't even know what to do. And I think the misconception is that if you're smart, you know how to go through life. No, you may not have the emotional and mental bandwidth or the capacity to function accordingly. So what the coffee shop does, obviously fundraising cafe by day, but at night, we're gonna have some education, right? Some educational moments to teach people how to flow and navigate. Because I think the also misconception is that if you're born into a family, you know how to do this. No, you have to get to know your mom, your sister, your father, and you have to grow that relationship. But when it comes to mental health, the average person don't know what that is. And to your point, it is trendy, it is sexy. No. This is 24/7, 365 work. You have to learn how to manage yourself. So in years 6 through 10, the goal is to empower people to manage their own mental wellness.
All right, to get to 6 through 10, we have the Night in Green
Yes.
Gala. All right, and you are hosting?
I am.
Tell us about that night.
Yeah, so it's a night in green. It is at the Wonder Museum,
Yes.
July 11th from 6 to 10. I will be your lovely host. As I stated earlier, if you're not going to buy a ticket to support Christopher Lamarck, buy a ticket to come see me.
Okay. Either way,
Yes,
same,
yes.
same thing gets accomplished.
It's live entertainment. There will be food. There will be...
We'll be honoring some amazing
yes.
people like Chris Crater from the Obama Foundation, just a
Yes.
list, right? And then also a celebration. When the guests walk into the space, we're turning the top floor of Wonder Museum into a garden. So imagine the progression of a garden. You see, green is about healing and growth. So showing people the physical manifestation of the healing process.
And really quick before we go,
Yes.
you've got a lot of things happening. What's up next for you? And some congratulations might be in order.
Thank you. I just been considered for my first Emmy.
Yes.
That is it. All right, the Never Ever
Mets.
Yes,
Yes,
for best host.
Yes,
I'm
that is
currently
amazing. Congratulations.
directing
Yes.
a movie right
All right.
now and some other stuff. Yeah, I won't
All
talk about
kinds
it, but
of
you should
wonderful
be.
things happening in
Yes.
this space. Congratulations to
Thank
both of
you.
you
Thank
all.
you.
And good luck with the event. The third annual A Night in Green Gala is happening Friday, July 11th at 7 p.m. at the Wonder Museum. That's located at 1130 West Monroe. For more info, visit chhamn.org. Let me do that again. chhamh.org. You can also follow them on Instagram at Coffee, Hip Hop, and Mental Health.